69 Ozzy Osbourne und Tony Iommi aus reiner Frustration in Birmingham die Gruppe Black Sabbath gründeten, konnte keiner ahnen, dass heute, 20 Jahre später, Gitarrist Tony immer noch die Fahne für die Gruppe hochhält. Er wohnt heute 20 Kilometer von Birmingham entfernt, neben einem noblen Golfclub in diesem Haus. Wohlbewacht von seinen beiden Rottweilern, die Besuchern einen Schrecken einjagen sollen, in Wirklichkeit aber lammfromm sind, zumindest Herrchen gegenüber. Er teilt sich sein 400 Quadratmeter Haus mit seiner Frau Valerie, die es mit teuren Antiquitäten vollgestopft hat. Und es zeigt, dass dieser Mann bereits eine große Karriere hinter sich hat. Er hat 60 Millionen Platten bis heute verkauft.
We didn't quite know the figure for a long time, and then when Warner Brothers did publish the figure in their magazine saying, well, 60 million, we were very shocked. I mean, we've got a lot of gold and platinum albums all over the place, but to actually hear the figure and see 60 million, it's a lot of albums, and we were knocked out.
Wenn man den Altrocker Tony in seinem Haus und obendrein noch am Konzertflügel relaxen sieht, fragt man sich unweigerlich, ob er für den Rock'n'Roll nicht langsam zu alt wird.
Not really. I don't feel. I've never felt sort of an age. Never thought about age. I think when I was 20, I used to think, bloody hell, if I got to over 40, oh, how can they play over 40? But I think when you get there, you don't ever think. Oh, well, I don't.
Dank 20-jähriger Karriere kann man Tony Iommi heutzutage auch geschäftlich nichts mehr vormachen. Er hält in seinem Büro die Fäden selbst in der Hand. Beispielsweise schaffte er es, die Urbesetzung von Black Sabbath mit Ozzy Osbourne Gesang, Terry Geezer Butler Bass, Bill Ward am Schlagzeug und sich selbst an der Gitarre noch einmal zusammenzubringen für die spektakuläre Live-Aid-Welt-Fernsehsendung. Trotzdem, die Vergangenheit ist für ihn jetzt endgültig vorbei. Er hat eine neue Band gegründet, mit der er Black Sabbath erneut aufleben lassen möchte. Da ist zunächst ein alter Bekannter, Motorradfreak Cozy Powell am Schlagzeug.
I met Tony back in Birmingham here, along with Robert Plant and John Bonham and all the people from Zeppelin. And it was just sort of a very close-knit family group in Birmingham in those days. We always used to sort of hang out together. And it was obvious that at some point in the future we would probably work together. It was just a question. I didn't figure out it was going to take 20 years before we ended up working together.
Und ein unbeschriebenes Blatt, Tony Martin als Sänger. Er ist der Jüngste in der Band und war früher selbst ein Sabbath-Fan.
Oh yeah, I went to see these guys when I was. Are they not looking? No, they're about this big. When I was a boy, I saw them here in Birmingham, and I've had the usual fantasies that a boy has about being with a rock band, you know, when you go to see these bands.
Sein Traum vom Rockstar ist in Erfüllung gegangen. Jetzt ist er ein vollwertiges Bandmitglied und trägt alle Entscheidungen mit. Und seine Stimme gilt als ungewöhnliche Hardrock-Neuentdeckung, wie sich auf dem neuen Album Headless Cross deutlich zeigt.
Fans well, and 20 years on, one original member left, and he's Tony Iommi, and he's joined us in the studio with Cozy Powell.
Hi guys.
How you doing? Should we leave now?
Let's go.
No, obviously we can't cover 20 years, Tony, in the time allocated for this spot. You can. Then we'll try and skip some of the past and concentrate on the future.
Yeah. Cozy, welcome to the show.
Nice to be here, actually.
A question on everybody's lips. Why did Why did you leave Gary Moore at the beginning of the tour, leaving Gary to cancel some shows?
Well, I didn't actually leave. I was replaced, should we say that, would be tactful. We started rehearsals and, to be quite honest with you, the chemistry wasn't working properly. He was asking me to play certain of the styles of certain tracks his way, and I don't bend too much on the road. I might do in the studio, but on the road, yeah. I just play the way I think is right for the tracks. And unfortunately, it just got worse and worse. And at the end of the day, just about 6 days before the first show, he decided that he wanted to get somebody to do the whole tour and do it his way. And so I was replaced.
There you have it, viewers. Now we know.
So it's not really your fault, not anybody's fault then, really.
It's just one of those things. It happens. I mean, most people in bands these days have you know, we all have problems from time to time, but that just got rather public. So. But, you know, he's a great player, and I wish him well.
But yeah, I've worked with quite a lot of different bands. Any
I've been
chance
in and out of a few.
of staying with the band for quite some time?
I certainly intend to stay with Sabbath. I've got no plans to leave, and if Tony wants to fire me, then that's his problem. He probably will after a week.
No, he certainly won't be fired, that's for sure.
How do you persuade Cozy to join Black Sabbath, Tony?
I'm I'm still suffering from it now. God almighty. He's bigger than me anyway, so I'm definitely not going to leave.
Well, as we were saying earlier, we've known each other for 20 years. And I've been honest him for the last 12 years anyway, so I think I've just drove him mad going off at him. Every time I go, fancy this week.
Have you got a second lineup now, Tony? A second lineup?
We've got a definite settled lineup now. It's we're really pleased with it, and we're ready to go.
Who's the new bass player then?
I'm not going to tell you. Well, bass player, that's the only part at the moment where there's a few contractual things where if we announce it at the moment, it might cause him problems. But we've got about 2 or 3 lined up anyway. So.
Well, I put Cozy on the spot at the beginning. I put you on the spot now, Tony. And why do you think there has been so many different band lineup changes in Sabbath?
There you have it, folks.
Yeah. It's. I think it's been.
He's a pain in the neck, really. I mean, let's be honest.
Yeah.
He's running out of drummers, so he's had to come to me. What can I say?
I think I've been trying to get this stable lineup for a long time, but it wasn't since the Glenn Hughes time. It hasn't been right. And that should have been just a solo project.
That's right. I remember that.
7-star. So
that's what you liked. That's what you wanted.
that's right, just a solo project. And then, of course, with everybody at the record company, the old management saying it's got to be a Black Sabbath album. That's right. The old
Oh,
one
well,
at
the
back.
back, yeah.
It sort of messed it up, and so it meant I had to go on tour with that band. And of course, it's not being a studio band, they're a touring band. It's wrong, you know.
Well, let's have a look at your present vocals and the last video we received down at MTV.
Yeah, we've got away with all the rubbish now, lads. We'll talk about the new album, the tour, straight after, No Stranger. What do you call it? You bet. Oh, you forgot your own title. The new album, Headless Cross. When is it in the shops?
Monday.
On Monday?
Monday in England, 24th in Europe.
We've had a sample of the new album, which I think Cozy's got.
Yes.
This is very
Wonderful.
interesting to
This is
us. Got a
the-
close-up of this new album.
This is the Bailey Brothers special edition. You can see the way the shape of the disc here. lot of thoughts gone into that, as you can see.
So in other words, there's
It's a
only
limited edition, though.
It is a limited edition.
there's only 2 tracks on each side you can listen
2
to.
tracks that you can actually physically listen to. So,
I think they was really afraid that the Bailey Brothers was going to
that's
bootleg
right,
this
yeah.
album before it went in the shops Monday, so they chopped off the
That's it. Spinal Tap Part 2, this is.
On a serious note, the album's out. Full tracks on Monday.
Yeah, on Monday.
It should be interesting. I wonder what the CD version's like. CD on that one.
CD version.
Probably dances around the room in front of you or something.
Tony, do you think this new album will appeal to the younger kids who'll probably miss Sabbath on the heyday?
I certainly hope so. I think it will. I think it will. The way it's been accepted at the moment by everybody that's heard it, it seems to have gone down very well. So, it seems like it's an all-round from various ages, really.
Great.
Yeah, I think it's important because, I mean, we kept a deliberate low profile last year. We wanted to get the record right. And it's very important for the fans to see the band solidified again with a great singer, which Tony is, and to come back out with some good product and then to go out and play and do all the theatres that Sabbath haven't done for a while.
His voice is powerful on this album.
Great, isn't it?
It really is. Have you done any writing on this album yourself, Cozy?
Yes, in fact, when Tony first asked me to get together, I came up to his house and we spent a couple of weeks just getting the frameworks of the ideas together. And I had a lot of drum ideas which I wanted Tony to listen to. And he's got hundreds and hundreds of riffs, as you probably know. The master.
And when I